guys all people, I'm Amelia and I'm a very planty person and I just love carnivorous plants. If you watched my last video, which I really hope you have, and if you haven't, definitely check that out. It was very good and it was my first ever video. So I told you about a plant called fairy, but I didn't show you. So I'm going to show you the grand reveal. So here's Fairy. She's a succulent and she was neglected by my mum. So never trust my mum with any plants. She finds it very hard to keep plants alive, like her orchid.
Not the orchid!
But the one thing she is good at growing is an avocado plant, which we're going to make a how to grow an avocado plant video very soon. So you should definitely stay tuned. Succulents, they roughly every month they should be watered, but it's once every 14 to 30 days that they should be watered. Now that we've got succulents out of the way, why don't we go on to aloe veras? So aloe veras should be watered once every 3 weeks or 2 weeks, depending on the plant. And little Epiphany here, she's been watered very recently, which you can see by the soil and also a few water drips. Oh yes, I just got one more thing to say about an aloe vera. If there is harsh sunlight or a hot climate, it should be watered for every 4 to 5 days. In the winter, when it's the dormant month, you should only water them once a month. Why don't we go to one of my other plants, which is a lace aloe called Dotty. So Dotty, they should be watered once a week. It also depending on the dampness of the soil. And I had to water little Dotty today because her soil was very dry. We're going to go on to a spider plant, Spider-Man. So spider plants should be watered once a week, and they really like humidity and a humid climate, but it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can always grow them. Unless you are in Antarctica or the Arctic, where it would be highly unlikely that would be possible. Now on to a money plant. We got two here. Here's Cornelius, here's Florence. Cornelius we saved yesterday, which also is in the other video. And definitely like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see an update and journey of Cornelius. Okay, what plant do you think I should do next? Well, I think that I'm going to save the best for last, which is Hamlet. Yeah, Hamlet right here. The name of my channel. Not Shakespeare. Let me just get that clear. Not Shakespeare's play. This is Hamlet. And I didn't name him after Shakespeare's plays. I just wanted to name him Hamlet. Sounds like omelette. Also the name of like a tiny weeny woo-wah village. So, a cactus, which I like to call Princess Prickle, but my brother's against having a name. Shh, he's in the other room. They should be watered once 7 to 10 days in their growing seasons, which are March to September, and once a month in winter. Okay, finally, the best for last, the star of my channel, not the one and only, the most original plant ever, Hamlet! Don't worry about what happened here. It just happened when we got him. Okay, so they should be watered 2 to 4 times a week, and Hamlet is, well, you can see here, but it's a Sarracenia. I can never pronounce it, but at least I know how to read it. That counts, right? Yeah, I think that counts. Now to one of the most exciting parts, top tips of how to look after carnivorous plants. The first tip, the most important tip, do what your specific carnivorous plant requires, as there are so many, thousands even, carnivorous plants that you should only do what your plant needs. Number 2, keep the water moist at all times. See, this also depends on the carnivorous plant. And number 3, soak their root. As I said before, this applies to the different kinds. And number 4, generally with every plant, you should speak to them, because I did an experiment with some rice and I spoke nicely to the rice, one pot of rice. To the other rice I spoke harshly, and the harsh one, it got really moldy, but the one that I spoke nicely to didn't go really moldy. And so you should just speak to your plants. It's just such a nice thing to do. And then number 5, don't put it in direct sunlight. They can get really overheated and die. So I think that's it for this video, and more videos that are coming up, as I said, is avocado growing and pineapple growing. You do not need a tropical climate for this, but you'll see our tips and tricks for that. Goodbye!